Tonight at Radars, the regulars take on the confidence problem. Why can a chatbot sound so sure and still be wrong? This is where a lot of people get fooled, because the answer arrives dressed like it already passed inspection.
The smoothness isn't proof, it's just how the thing talks. My neighbor asked a chatbot about a permit deadline. The thing came back smooth as a car commercial. Full sentences, no hesitation, sounded official. The deadline was wrong, outdated by 2 years. That is the trap. The delivery is the same whether the information is solid or garbage. If a person sounded that sure and missed by 2 years, you would never let him touch the paperwork again. With software, people shrug and ask it another question.
Think about autocomplete on your phone. It does not know what you mean. It knows what word usually comes next. Now scale that up to paragraphs. That makes it powerful for drafts, summaries, brainstorming, and first passes. It also means the answer can be linguistically polished before it is factually inspected.
The language model learned what answers to permit questions look like, not what the actual permit rules are.
Fluent is not the same as accurate. Those are two different jobs. A person with calibrated confidence might say, "I am pretty sure, but double check." A chatbot may give the weak answer in the same tone as the strong one.
The tone can stay level while the evidence underneath gets thin. That is why the user has to notice the stakes before acting.
Your plumber says double check. The chatbot just presents.
Every bar has a guy with an answer for everything. Zoning laws, the Bears' salary cap, why your radiator is knocking. Same tone, same energy, zero hesitation. And half the time, he is not wrong. That is the dangerous part, because you cannot tell which half you are in just by listening. The analogy breaks down because the guy at the bar is trying to impress you. The model does not have ego. It does not have anything in the game, which is funny until you remember that ego at least gives you something to argue with. The model is not embarrassed, not proud, not accountable. It is just producing.
Exactly. The smoothness is not arrogance. It is not confidence. It is fluency.
Before you act on an AI answer, especially for money, health, legal, or anything client-facing, ask 4 things. Where did this come from? How old is it? What are the stakes? And who is signing off? That checklist is boring on purpose. Boring is what keeps a fancy answer from turning into an expensive mistake.
Verification is a different job, and that job lives outside the model. A hammer is not wrong for being a hammer. You just do not use it to check a deadline. Use the model for what it is good at: language, drafts, options, explanations, and fast starting points. Then use sources and people for what they are good at: accountability.
That is the round at Radars. Smooth talk, checked facts, and the human still owns the decision.